Fire has gutted the headquarters of the Federal Ministry of Finance, located in the central area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, President Muhammadu Buhari and governors elected on the platform of the All Progressives Congress have resolved to zone the 2023 presidential ticket of the party to the south after weeks of tension and uncertainty. The resolution was reached at a meeting the APC governors had with President Buhari at the presidential villa in Abuja on Tuesday. The forum also ratified the March 26th National Convention date fixed by the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee and resolved to explore the option of consensus in picking candidates for various positions. Rising from the meeting, the APC said it had agreed on a zoning formula that will swap offices held between the north and the south. By this arrangement, all offices occupied by Northerners in the last 8 years will go to the south and vice versa. At number 9, the renewed clash between rival cult groups in some areas in ILESHA, OSUN State has reportedly left 10 people dead. It was learned that rival suspected cultists clashed at Biri, Ifofin, Idasa and Irojo areas of the town on Monday and extended to Tuesday, leaving behind dead bodies. A resident of the area identified as Busui Agumbiade said the clash started from Irojo around 7 p.m. before it spread to other communities where the cultists had strongholds. At number 8, the House of Representatives has again called on the federal government to immediately declare a state of emergency on security to curb the incessant killings in the country. On April 27, 2021, the House had called on President Muhammadu Buhari to declare a state of emergency following the growing spate of attacks and kidnappings across the country. With concern about the continued criminal activities of non-state actors terrorizing Anambra State, the House at plenary on Tuesday asked the federal government to wake up to its responsibilities of securing the lives and property of Nigerians. It therefore urged the National Security Advisor, Inspector General of Police, Director General, Department of State Services, Army, Navy and other security agencies to form a joint task force to restore security in Anambra State, especially Anambra South, bordering Imo State. At number 7, Oyo State Government has announced March 11, 2022 as the date for the installation ceremony of the 42nd OLUBADAN of IBADANLAND, LEKAN, BALOGUN. The announcement was made in a letter signed by the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters, Bashar Olarinwaju. The letter addressed to Mr. Balogun was titled Installation Ceremony OLUBADAN of Ibadan. On Monday, February 14th, Governor MAKINDE had approved Balogun's emergence following a recommendation to that effect by the OLUBADAN in council. The stool of OLUBADAN of Ibadanland became vacant following the death of the 41st OLUBADAN, Oba Saliu Adetunji, on January 2nd at the age of 93. At number 6, a federal high court in Abuja has ordered the interim forfeiture of about 10 properties and funds in banks allegedly owned by a former governor of ZAMFARA state, ABDULAZIZ YARI. The court order was served by Justice Obiora Egwatu on Wednesday, while ruling on an ex parte application by a lawyer to the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, Oswabeni Ekoi. The judge said the interim order granted would last for 60 days to enable the ICPC to conclude its investigation, following which the commission could apply for final forfeiture. Justice Egwatu also ordered the ICPC to publicize the order for any person or persons with interest in the affected properties to show cause within 14 days why they should not be permanently forfeited to the federal government. According to the ICPC, some of the properties are in Maryland, Abuja, Kaduna, amongst others. At number 5, gunmen invaded Rigachikun community in Igabi local government area of Kaduna State on Wednesday morning and kidnapped a security operative. Reports say the security operative was abducted alongside some residents after the gunmen attacked the community, shooting sporadically. A housewife who pleaded for anonymity told journalists that one of the victims is her husband's friend. Similarly, a resident who simply identified himself as Zaid said the bandits injured one other person who was rushed to the hospital for treatment. At number 4, Nigerian First Lady Mrs. AISHA Buhari stormed the Senate chambers on Wednesday morning to witness the laying of the report of the Senate Constitution Review Committee. Mrs. Buhari's visit to the Senate chambers is historical, as she is the first wife of a president to be received into the Senate chambers. It was gathered that the Red Chamber deferred the submission of the report to a later time during the proceedings to allow Mrs. Buhari to arrive. The First Lady was accompanied by the Minister of Women Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Tallen, Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, and some of her personal aides. At number 3, Canada says it has delivered another batch of lethal military aid to Ukraine. Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anand made this known in a tweet on Wednesday. The delivery is sequel to the recognition of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions as independent republics by President Vladimir Putin of Russia. Mrs. Anand tweeted, "Today our Canadian forces made a second delivery of lethal military aid to support our Ukrainian partners. Russia's further invasion of a sovereign state is absolutely unacceptable, and we will continue to stand by Ukraine as the country defends its sovereignty and independence." On February 14, the Canadian government approved lethal military aid to Ukraine in the amount of $6.1 million, as well as a loan of up to $393 million amid rising tensions with Russia. At number 2, President Muhammadu Buhari administered the oath of office to the 6 newly appointed national commissioners of the Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday. The brief ceremony, which took place in the morning at the Presidential Villa Abuja, was witnessed by the Senate President Ahmed Lawan, the Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajabiamila, and the INEC Chairman Mahmood Yakubu. The 6 INEC commissioners are Malam Mohammed Haruna from Niger State, Mrs. May Agbamuche Mbu from Delta, Ukeabu Kenneth Nnamdi from Abia State, Major General A.B. Alkali from Adamawa, Professor Rhoda Gumus from Bayelsa State, and Mr. Sam Olemekun from Ondo State. Immediately after the swearing-in ceremony, President Buhari proceeded with the weekly virtual Federal Executive Council meeting. Finally, at number 1, fire has gutted the headquarters of the Federal Ministry of Finance, located in the central area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The fire, which started on Wednesday morning, was said to be caused by an explosion of expired inverter batteries at the basement of the ministry's building. The spokesperson of the Federal Fire Service, Abraham Paul, confirmed the incident, saying that the personnel of the fire service arrived at the scene to put off the fire. It was learned that no casualty was recorded nor damage to the building, as security officers in the premises promptly put out the fire. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands, and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.